morning, everybody. It is Saturday, July 11, 2020, and we are doing okay, and that just happened. And we're doing a card of the day of focus of intention for the next 24 to 48 hours. Sundays, I am not available. It is my day off and my day of rest. Technically, I'm supposed to be off, but tomorrow I'll be doing some in-person sessions in my local neighborhood. This is not a reading. A reading is an intimate discussion between you and a spiritual advisor of your choice, hopefully led by that intuition, that gut instinct. Your intuition is your superpower. As always, I always talk about the 1-2 combo: pray, meditate, because that's what the old ways were established. We didn't have tools. We didn't have crystals, we didn't have runes, we didn't have bones, we didn't have pendulums, we didn't have cards. We had prayer, meditation, and following our intuition. Or if you're in the philosophical or scientific realm, or that's what you believe in, and that's fine with me, we call it conversation, contemplation, integration. Okay, so the card of the day is coming from the Adinkra Ancestral Guidance Cards by Simone Brezzi-Ando at Tools for Living BA on Instagram, or adinkraliving.com. And the card of the day is called Mware Wo, I'll marry you, a symbol of commitment and perseverance. Beautiful symbol, by the way. And this card says commitment and promise. Commit to yourself, another person, and your dreams in ways that will honor, nourish, and help you build a legacy to be proud of. Additional meanings for this card: your desires need you. Be consistent, believe in your dreams. And I love this card because Spirit is saying that even though we have so much going on in the world, we're still in the midst of a global pandemic. We're still in the midst of breaking boundaries, breaking generational curses, the Black Lives Matter movement, the Me Too movement, LGBTQ plus movement. These are still very powerful movements, and you don't have to agree, but you can always agree to disagree, that people have their own right, their own opinions, their own lives, their individual destinies, their individual visions, their individual missions in their life that doesn't have to retain to you. And look, we don't have to agree, but we always respect each other and agree to disagree. But this card is saying that we need to have commitment and promise. Basically, are you committed to yourself? Are you committed to everybody else's needs, desires, wants? Are you sacrificing yourself, bending over backwards constantly over and over, and you say, I'm tired of this, I'm tired of being sick and tired? Well, my loves, if you're tired of being sick and tired, why aren't you making a change? Why do you expect them to understand you? They're not mind readers, okay? Not everyone's a psychic. But that's the problem with a lot of relationships. No one wants to talk. Everyone wants to bark orders. It's my way or the highway. Who made that rule up? Who told you that your way is the only way? I've said this before. I've said it to several clients. I'm going to say it again. There's not one type of way to cook an egg, okay? Mind you, I don't eat eggs, not regularly. I am plant-based, but my family does. A lot of my family still eats meat. A lot of my family still eats eggs. So that's a perfect analogy. There's not one type of way to cook an egg. There's scrambled eggs, there's eggs Florentine, there's 10 million ways you can do eggs. So why is your way the only way? There's not one type of food in the world. There's not going to be one type of commitment, or one type of desire, or one type of dream, or one type of focus, or one type of way of living. Your desires also need you. Ego is not always bad. As I always tell you guys, anything in overindulgence can become bad. If you stay too egotistical, that becomes bad. If you stay too emotional, that becomes bad. Even if you stay too spiritual, that can become bad, because you refuse to get back into the grips and the reality of humanity. I have clients who are like that too. That, they rather be spiritual, and they rather just stay in the spiritual realms at all times and refuse to connect with their spirituality. And in this reality, in this three-dimensional space, humanity calls it several different mental diagnoses. I'm not going to get into mental illness, and I'm not going to get into those diagnoses, but if you guys catch it, great. If you don't know, ask your divine team. Don't ask me. As I always say as well, your divine team is literally at your beck and call. Their job is to elevate your spirit. So ask them for clarity, because they're always willing and ready to answer you with clear, easily understandable guidance. And Spirit is saying your desires need you. We need you to be consistent. Consistency is key. How do you expect to change your life? You're still doing the same thing, expecting different results. How do you expect to connect with other people? How do you expect to make you the priority if you continue to give yourself away to your family, to your loved ones, to your children, to your partners, to your parents, to your siblings, to your community, to your culture, to your way of life, except for you? We can't use you if you're always on empty. It says, commit to yourself, another person, and your dreams in ways that will honor, nourish, and help you build a legacy to be proud of. What do you want people to remember you by? Because yes, we are not going to stay in this physical realm. We are spiritual beings having a human experience, and it's your humanity and your human essence that's going to build your spirituality. Everything you go through in the human realm will build you up in the spiritual realm. And yes, we're going to be going back into the earth. We're recycled. This is carbon-based DNA. We know there's more out there than just this. We can feel it in here. We can see it in the stars. We understand all of that. Now, can we explain it all the time? No. But Spirit is saying, when are you going to make this about you? We're not saying to take away from other people. We're not saying to stop handling your responsibilities. But why aren't you the number one priority in your life? Why aren't you the most important mother effing person in your universe? Why aren't you number one? Because the culture has trained us and taught us that we have to serve others. But who said you can't serve yourself first and then serve others when you're at full capacity? Something to think about. So again, believe in your dreams as well. And as I always say as well, I say this all the time, dreams don't have any expiration dates or deadlines. So if this resonates with you, thank you very much. If you feel like you want to help the cause and help me out or support me in any way, shape, or form, I have a donation button on my website. If this resonated with you, and I hope it helped. I hope it made you feel better for the next, couple of days. If you want to work with me, please follow your intuition working with any spiritual advisor. Even if that means you do not work with me, your intuition will guide you to who, what, when, where, and how to work with those spiritual advisors. And I'm okay with that. You can always find my services, my webinars, my podcasts, and my products. I curate over 250 products, create and curate with my family on www.thealmightypineapple.com. So again, if you'd like to reach out, at this time, my readings are being booked out 1 to 2 months out in advance. I am booked solid until almost the majority of August at this time. So again, always check with your intuition. Listen to that gut instinct. Pray, meditate, 1-2 combo. Pray, meditate, and follow that intuition. Or conversate, contemplate, and integrate. As always, any duplication of this content, this video content, is subject to legal persecution because this content is trademarked, copyrighted, and registered with the U.S. government. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Love y'all.